This Friday on Uplug.
Today we are viewing the video, the wedding video.
In as much as I was excited, the romantic stuff, marrying the love of your life.
I'm sorry if I don't cry. Don't
sure.
expect much. Just know that in my heart I'm happy.
Yeah, sure.
Let me tell the story.
I want you to expound on that. What did you mean?
What I meant by that is that I was the one who caught feelings first.
Looking so beautiful, dressed in white, never seen her before.
You guys planned to have a garden wedding, but the rain.
It was even gonna look cute
It was
in
gonna
the
look
rain,
nice,
doing the
right?
vows,
Down the rain, yeah,
and
sure.
that.
I know all the romantic stuff. It's good, it's nice, but I want that. This guy was dancing. He was everywhere.
I would want this picture of this marriage to be.
Oh yeah. But my tissue's finished. You guys were crying the whole time. I gave you. Your wife was crying too. I had to give her. It's now done. No more planning.
Yeah.
Now you're going to break the fast. Greetings, friends and family. Welcome to your plug. Welcome to the plug that keeps you plugged in. Thank you for setting this time aside to tune in and chill with us. Thank you for choosing your plug as your channel of choice. And if you're in the space for the first time and you do not know who this guy is, nagi opa o gara malegane ke mna re no mso do ga ta fase go a sha tro ga ta ga se ke ngikiteng ka mazulu ka mna na tuturusa ke go bele ta tro moro motho le komane tsane buta komo o tshare motho. And as I've promised, guys, I'm still chilling with my guests here, and I would like to let them greet you again.
Well, again, as a guest, hi, I'm Mr. Vena. But as Mac, I am Mac. I'm the head and not the tail. I'm above and not beneath. I'm a child of the Most High God. I'm blessed and highly favored. A chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a nation belonging to God to declare His praises of Him who has called me out of singlehood into marriage. And friends, thank you for joining us today. We are excited to have you. It's a Friday, 7 p.m. Begeli Beke.
Yes.
Please hit that subscribe button and then
Click that notification bell.
so that every time we post,
You will be notified. Beke Liveke. Yes. And we still have Mrs. Vena. Just say hi, Mrs. Vena.
Hello guys, Mangali Sovena here. Got it right this time.
yes.
Yeah. So friends, welcome to part 2 of M&M wedding celebration of our first Uplug wedding.
Yes.
Welcome, friends. And I just need to go into things. Today is going to be a very lit episode.
Oh yes.
But I just wanted to acknowledge the comments on our previous episode. I want to acknowledge those comments, and we promise to come back to those comments once we wrapped up everything. This very interesting series. So we will come back to those. Keep them coming. Keep the comments and the questions coming, and we will make time to get back into those.
I looked at those questions and I thought they were very good.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And we thought that they deserve a segment on its own
For
because these are really deep issues and deep conversations that we need to have. If we try to edit here, it's going to take forever, and we don't want to keep you guys waiting. So thank you again, the likes of Theo.
Yes.
We have Zintle, Tepang, who have asked really relevant and good questions, and others that may still be coming. But awesome, we are looking forward to tackling that.
Oh yeah, sure. No, thanks for that, Mac.
Yeah.
Guys, we are here today. We are viewing the video, the wedding video, parts of it.
Yes.
I really made sure that I plug you guys in.
Yeah.
So you may be. So I was not using a camera, so I need to just put that ahead. I was using my smartphone.
Yes, the smartest phone that you can find on the market.
Please. So I was using my smartphone. And I was literally stealing moments because I was also on duty as the best man. So I was like stealing moments and I made sure that I capture important moments. I want to start the first. I had a conversation with Mrs. Vena just before she walked down the aisle. I mean, Madam, you were so excited. Maybe before you make a comment on that, let's see that conversation that I have had with Mangalis. Hi guys, we are here at the wedding, the M&M wedding, and we are just here. It's about to go down, and you can see the bride is dapper. Mangaliso Vena.
Yes.
How do you feel?
I feel like it's finally happening.
Oh, yeah,
It's
sure.
been
Uh-huh.
a long time coming.
Oh yeah, sure.
I'm ready to take my husband home.
Oh wow! Oh yes, yes, girl, yes, girl. So
Yes,
guys,
we
you have
love to
seen.
hear
Yes,
it.
the bride is ready, and you can see here some of the bridesmaids. Her crew. You can see her crew. They're all ready. So guys, I will keep you posted every now and then. I hope you guys will enjoy this wedding together with us. Thank you. Remain plugged. Ciao.
Yeah, sure. No, I mean you were excited and you were gorgeous.
Yes,
Hey.
I was.
The day had finally come.
Hey.
Take us through the emotions. Take us through that. How did you feel?
I think it was relief more than anything, in as much as I was excited, the romantic stuff, marrying the love of your life and all of that, but it was just a relief because, you spend months literally planning for that one day and you're just hoping that everything goes and
well.
falls into place. And for me, it was just a thing of, okay, I'm relieved, it's finally happening. I no longer have to think about anything
sure.
else
The
concerning
time
this
has come.
day. Yeah, so I was just relieved.
And what
on
were
top
you
of
looking
being
forward
excited.
to?
I was looking forward to hearing his vows.
Oh wow.
I know he's somewhat of a wordsmith, and
Oh,
I,
what's
Evan.
yeah, I said somewhat.
Yes. And that's very relative to
Yeah.
you. I mean, we can't say to everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like when I compare it to me, he
Yes.
is
Oh, yeah, sure.
he's a good wordsmith. So I knew that the stakes were high when it comes to the vows, and not just because of the poetic side of things, but I know that the content
Yes.
of what he was gonna say was really gonna be something worthwhile.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh,
no, that's
sure.
that's powerful. Eh?
Hey.
Yeah, you really look excited. I mean, with your abakapi, your what do you
Yes.
call
Yeah, my
Bridesmaids.
bridesmaids.
bridesmaids? Yeah, no, you
Yeah.
guys really looked
thank
look
you.
very very gorgeous. Meg, I don't want to waste so much time,
Sure.
guys. I want to. So I did the same, just as I did with Mangaliso. Now, I mean, I got bargaining. What do you call this thing? Special access. I could go into places.
The golden circle.
Yes, and I did the same with Meg, and I just before he walks down the aisle to fetch his bride, I did the same, and there is a video.
Hi guys, I hope you guys are doing well. It is the day, the time has finally arrived. You can see Meg is getting ready to walk down the aisle and fetch his bride. Meg, before you do that final walk, man, how are you feeling? How are you feeling?
Man, I feel like I'm not only the head and not the tail.
Oh yeah, sure, come
but I'm
on.
a husband.
Oh yeah, come on, man. Come on,
It's
man.
exciting, man. I can't wait.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can't
sure.
wait.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It's a beautiful day.
Uh-huh.
It's stressed a bit by the rain.
Oh yeah, sure.
We had to move our
Yeah.
location, but I'm still going for my bride.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
Still
Come on,
going for my bride.
that's the most important thing,
Come
right?
rain or sunshine.
Oh yeah, come on. Yeah, guys, we'll keep you posted. We are just here. We are ready to have a good time. As you can see here, some of the groomsmen here. You can see them, and myself, of course, you will not be able to see me because I'm behind the camera. But I hope that you guys are having a good time. And that
That's
you
him.
enjoy.
That's him.
Yes. Yes, that's me.
How are you feeling, host?
Yeah, no, I'm excited, man. This is one of the most important days, the best days of my life, of course, because you are getting married, man. You're my guy.
You look good, man. You don't look bad.
Thanks, man. I have to. It's your day. I have to show up. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. So, guys, I will keep you posted. I will take the snapshots of here and there, and I hope that you guys.
Man,
Yeah.
that was great, Meg.
Yeah.
I mean, when
I'm going for her, Baba. I'm
yeah,
going
no,
for
no,
her.
you literally said I'm going for my wife. I want to know actually from the two of you, how did you feel when I mean I was there. You guys planned to have a garden wedding,
Yeah.
but the rain came as Meg has already alluded to.
Hey.
How did you feel? Were you like?
Oh,
Were you like, no, I don't care, the day has come? Or were you like, I really wanted to?
I'm a visual person.
Uh-huh.
I'm into photography and all of that.
Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, yeah,
So
sure.
I'd already imagined how my pictures were going to
Uh-huh.
look in the garden.
Yeah, sure.
I just wanted to have that scenery. It was
Uh-huh.
very you know, it was nature, the Garden of Eden vibes.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You know,
Oh, yeah,
the
sure.
first wedding happened in the garden.
Oh, come
so,
on, man.
Yes.
You wanted yours to be in the garden.
So
And you wanted to take us to the beginning.
I mean, one thing that we were both aiming for is that we're going to make it in time
Yes.
for our wedding. That we don't want to keep people waiting.
And we did.
Obviously, yes. Obviously, sometimes it can be beyond our
Yeah, sure.
our control. But I mean, surprisingly, unfortunately, we did make it. But then it was the rain that kind of delayed.
sure.
I was sitting in the car really. I didn't want to come up because I was like, I'm going to wait for the rain to
Yeah, sure.
subside so that we can go back
Yeah.
to that. But it rained for a while, so we couldn't use it.
But I mean, for me, that was literally your first challenge, maybe as an individual, but also as a couple.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think you have led at that just short space where you really have to? The wedding was supposed to be there. Now it's supposed to, on that same day, you have to kind of work around things.
I never thought of that, but the initial thing that I can think of now is compromise.
Yeah, sure.
That just go with what you can at the time, because it was impractical to go outside and have a garden wedding in the rain.
Yeah, sure.
Because now you also have to consider others. I wasn't gonna mind. It was even gonna look cute
Yeah, it was
in the
gonna look
rain
nice,
doing the
rolling down
vows
the rain, yeah,
and
sure.
that. But you have to consider other people who,
Yeah.
So
yeah. So you had to learn a lesson of flexibility.
Yeah.
Right at the
definitely
spot
being
where-
flexible and also just taking decisions that you think are best for the two
moment.
of you and
Yeah.
for the moment,
Oh, yeah, sure.
regardless of whether you get to communicate about it or not, as long as the other person has the best interest of the other.
Yeah.
I think
And I think a lot of those moments will happen as you go by in your married life, and you kind of need to adjust and work with what you have and what is presented to you. And
But
make
don't
the
get
most
us wrong, we're still crying over that venue.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
I can imagine you. It looked really nice. I mean, we
Yo.
were there day before to
Yeah.
see and
Yeah.
kind of get the feel.
and I mean the aisle was longer.
oh yeah, no, you were.
So
We were really going to feel you in that dress.
you were
when
gonna see me.
Yeah, no. But everything turned out
Yeah.
really,
Yeah, no,
really
it
well.
did.
For a person who was not there and knew that you were planning a garden, they wouldn't have noticed, because everything. I think the wedding venue itself, the people there were really organized in
Yeah.
terms of kind of providing
Yeah.
alternatives and stuff like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I want us to move quickly. We are guys. I hope you guys are enjoying these snippets, these
Yeah.
moments, and now we are eventually I'm done with them, and they are going in.
Yeah.
So Meg did come in,
Yeah.
but I wasn't very much concerned about Meg. I mean, obviously most of the times it's the bride. We want to see the bride, and Meg is standing there. I mean, obviously as the best man, I walked in first. I stood
yes.
there. The guys came in, and then Meg came in. He stood right next to me, and his bride is finally coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I really made sure that I capture this moment, and this is the video. Look at Meg's reaction when he see
I can't.
his bride.
Whatever you see, that is unlike me. Know that it was edited.
Oh wow.
Dearer to my heart than anything, sweeter than springtime, purer than sunshine, ever my song
You need to give Meg
You know what? I'm not an emotional person, but that time I felt it, man. When I saw my guy crying, I was like,
Someone was chopping onions.
No, someone was chopping onions. But you could see, he was searching for a tissue. He couldn't find.
You know the funny thing is, the tissues, I had them in there. I remember this morning.
Yeah, sure.
I put them in there. In fact, my mom gave me tissues. I was like, I'm not gonna use, but anyway, I put them in there.
Yeah, sure.
So I was searching for them and they were nowhere to be found. I was like, somebody took it out just to
Just to be spiteful. Yeah, no, I just that day in general, I remember my tissues finished. You guys were crying the whole time. I gave you. Your
many
wife was crying
tears.
too. I had to give her. I had
Many
to, because I was
tears.
just there close. But Meg, take us through that, man.
Yeah.
What when you saw her coming?
Yeah.
What made? I mean, I know most of the times as the guys we just say no, I'm not gonna cry.
Yeah.
You know, I want to prove that I'm not gonna cry. But I think that moment you look so overwhelmed, man. What
Hey.
take us through that? What was happening there?
I don't know. I want to say from the beginning of that day, I was really composed. I was in
yeah, sure.
control. I was not nervous.
Uh-huh.
I was not over. I don't know. I handled my emotions. I
Oh,
was
yeah,
able
sure.
to.
Uh-huh.
And I remember prior to that, when we were having our rehearsals at the venue, you know, the wedding host was helping us through and guiding us
Yeah,
as to
sure.
what's going to happen. And she's like, I can't wait to see you cry when you see her. And like,
Yeah, sure.
no, I'm not gonna cry.
Yeah, sure.
Not because, you know, I think I'm and she knows it too. I'm not really that emotional. I'm not a crier,
Yeah, sure.
if I may say. So I was like, I even told and prepared her that I'm sorry if I don't cry. Like,
Yeah,
don't
sure.
expect much. Just know that in my heart I'm happy.
Yeah, sure.
No, he was setting the bar low
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
on
sure.
purpose.
But then,
But then the moment
literally,
came.
the moment came, and literally, I was worried actually as the bridesmaids were coming in because they came before her. There was no tear that you know that was coming. I was like, "Ish, no, hey, I'm really not gonna cry, eh?" And people are gonna think, you know, people are like, "No, he's crying," and
Yeah,
you want
sure.
that, but there were no tears that
Yeah,
time.
there were nowhere to be found.
So I was worried. I was like, I know it's not happening. And then, literally, the moment I saw her,
Hey, come on, man.
yeah, I don't know. I really and honestly cannot explain it. It was not planned. It was not rehearsed.
Yeah, sure.
There's just an
No, that was a lot of tears to rehearse,
control,
man. That was a lot of tears to
that
rehearse.
composure that I had, I
Yeah, sure.
literally lost it at that moment.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It was a moment of I think it was an overwhelming appreciation and wonder, and like, she's here, she's looking so beautiful,
Yeah, sure.
dressed in white. She is like, I've never seen her before.
Yeah, sure.
Off-white.
Off-white.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
that was beautiful to watch. That was beautiful to.
No, it was
to
beautiful to
witness.
witness.
Yeah.
From my perspective,
From
it
your
was.
perspective as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if there was if you were kind of to summarize that thought, that emotion, what how would you take us through that, man? That is really. I thought that was. I think that was just beyond words from my
Yeah.
side.
I think it's just glorious.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's the one word. Wordsmith now.
Ah, yeah, come on. Yes, that was a glorious.
It was a
moment.
glorious
Yeah, sure.
moment. You just. It's like the way you see in movies or whatever, that bright
Yeah,
shining
sure.
light. That
It was really
is-
worth the wait.
Yeah, no, it really was.
Yeah, yeah,
It really
yeah,
was.
sure.
Yeah.
Do you want to respond to that? What I mean, I know you didn't really see. I mean, you saw him crying when you were there, but you didn't see him from our perspective. I mean, you did manage to see the video just
Yeah.
before. What was your response to that?
No, I really thought that it was cute, but I was just surprised by it because I've only ever seen him cry once.
We will not explain
Ever.
away
Yeah, sure.
what
no,
happened.
I'm not gonna explain what happened. But
That would
like,
be nice to know.
no,
Yes. Okay. No, we understand. We're not going there.
maybe some other time. I
Yes.
don't know.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, I was just like surprised, and it kind of put a stamp on how special that moment was for him.
For him, oh yeah, sure.
Just as much as it was for me, you know, because sometimes you go through something and you can't really be in the person's shoes in terms of how they are feeling in that moment.
Sure.
But I think how he showed his emotion then it kind of gave me a glimpse of what he was feeling, and it was really beautiful to see.
Oh yeah, sure. Oh no, that was great, man. And that moment passed, right?
Yeah.
And that, I mean, that was beautiful. And then you walked walked in, and then you stood there, and then there were times for the vows. Though he started, but I want to kind of come to yours, your first part. You kind of did pre-vows and vows kind of vibe, but I heard you saying thank you for not taking advantage of me. Maybe before I say that, guys, let's check on that video.
Before I make any promises to you, I'd first like to thank you. Thank you for your patience. I kept you waiting, which is actually fair enough since you kept me waiting too. You loved me a long time ago, and you loved me a long time ago and knew of the love I had for you, but you never took advantage of that. You respectfully waited for me and with me. Thank you for offering me such a great friendship. It made it so easy to trust you and say yes to you.
I thought that was great, but I also just wanted to kind of understand one aspect of it. You said, thank you for not taking advantage of me. What did you mean by that?
What I meant by that is that, firstly, I was the one who caught feelings first.
Okay.
And
I mean, we relate the story differently, but according to her, she caught feelings first.
let me tell the story.
Why are you taking advantage of me?
I'm not. But as soon as he knew that, he did not
Exploit.
He did not exploit that. He did not exploit that and found it to be of his benefit. But he respected me. He respected my boundaries. Respected my values.
Okay.
So that is what I meant by that.
For not taking advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Did you feel, I mean, when most of the times when people say that, it's when they feel like they are at a vulnerable space, kind of, and you got to open up that vulnerability to say, this is where I'm standing. Is it something that, could you be relating to something like that, or?
Yeah, I mean, just love requires vulnerability.
Yeah, sure.
And we had been vulnerable with each other, even in our friendships, because we were friends way before.
Yeah, sure.
So it was just a matter of that consistency of respecting that even after the friendship phase, he still respected my emotions, still respected my values and everything that I had mentioned earlier.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
I didn't know.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, that's great. I think that's very powerful, and I mean, you need that, because relationships in general are very tricky, are very risky. Sometimes you open up your vulnerability, and sometimes someone leads you to fall in love with them without any means to catch you, or with no plans to catch you. They'll literally say all the right things, be available when they need to, and do all of those things with no intentions to catch you when you fall for them. And I think that was that's honorable. I think that was an honorable thing for you to do, Meg. Yeah. So now we kind of, I just want to allude to just few moments in the in the vows, and I want to since we are already with you, here's Mangaliso's vows, guys.
And just so we're on the same page, I'm the church and you are the Christ. No pressure. As your church, I'm pretty sure I'll be imperfect, but in my imperfection, I'll strive to present myself to you blameless. Even on days where I'm not so blameless, I promise to try my best not to hide it from you. I promise to come to you as open as I possibly can. I'll strive to do the S word as the church is expected to.
Amen.
I'll strive to reach oneness with you, no matter how uncomfortable it may be for either one of us, or even the both of us. I promise to chase after purpose with you, with so much faithfulness to pleasing our Father with the mandate He has given us. In the same breath, I also promise to create fun memories with you, never to drop the board on the adventurously you know. I'll even laugh at your cheesy jokes, because there's so many of them. I'm even laughing in advance for all the ones I'm going to roll my eyes at. I promise to live a life of sacrifice to our Master, to better understand and live out the language of submission to you. I promise to honor you and respect you with my words and actions. I promise to be loyal to you, even when there are options laid before me, forsaking all others. I promise to be human, willing to show you my weaknesses, but never using them as a crutch in our marriage. But make sure they help me realize I need you as a fellow human being, as my brother in the faith, as my best friend, my husband, and my lover. I promise to make mistakes, but acknowledge them whenever I realize they have hurt you or us. I promise to take responsibility of being your helper in all things, correcting you with the utmost respect and love, yet covering you in your areas of weakness. I probably won't get all of these vows in check, but I promise, with the help of our Father, to be the best wife you could have possibly asked for. Love, Dunga.
Sure. I mean, like I said, I had opened the first part was that one, and now it's the second part where you really said everything. And I think I see that consistency of vulnerability in your in the vows, in how you portray your imperfections, but your willingness to come and fix and work, because marriage is hard work. But I think I wanted to just the first part of it. Me being your church. I mean, I know all the romantic stuff. It's good. It's nice. But I want that. I want that part. Please just expound on that a little bit. What do you mean by that?
Generally, I don't know if it's a general knowledge, but like a lot of people, and even the Bible does give that comparison of the love between Christ and the church.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And Christ as our groom, and obviously the church being the bride. So I was just drawing those comparisons, and I mean, it was the best way I could explain how I wanted to build a life with him, because I mean, Christianity is something that I experienced from a very young age. I could say ever since I was born until I gave my life to Jesus as a teen. It was just the best way I could explain and kind of point out how I would want this picture of this marriage to be like.
Oh yeah, sure. No,
Yeah,
that's
and I mean, it's a life of sacrifice. It's a life of just laying yourself down for the next person, and that is really what I wanted to embody. That I want to still embody even now.
Yeah, sure. And I think even of constant vulnerability, because if you're going to make this work, you need to let your spouse, your person, kind of enter every room in your heart.
Tear the veil.
Yes. Oh, come on. and kind of access and constantly be vulnerable to each other, because I think that's where love is built. Beyond love is, I think it's built on uncovering all these not so good things and still being able to live, choose to be and live with this person. I think that's what makes love grow
Yeah.
even deeper. Yeah. No, thank you for that, and thank you for you guys
you.
allowing me to share that space. Meg, I want to come to Meg quickly
Yes.
as we are just about to wrap up
Sure.
these lovely sessions, and
Yeah.
here are Meg's vows.
Mangaliso nomfihlakalo mfumbi, soon to be married. The success and flourishing of a seed depends on the environment it is nurtured in. If neglected, it will die and cease to live. But if taken care of with necessary nutrients, it will live to its full potential. A new life begins today. A seed has been planted. A life and crazy moments is what I anticipate for this new journey that will see growth, success, prosperity as God intended it. I promise to create an environment conducive for a beautiful and successful marriage, where you will flourish and experience the best you could ever be. The motivation of a gardener is seeing what the seed can be before it is. He nurtures the seed knowing the beauty and the joy it will bring him. I have had the privilege of knowing you and experiencing your heart. I love your enthusiasm. I love your kindness. I love your love, your free spirit, your bold self, and your cuteness. I have no doubt that the best you is yet to come, and I want you to know that I will always be by your side to cheer you on, because there's more to you than what can be seen with the naked eye.
Sure, you like a poet, man. I
Wordsmith, Baba. Wordsmith.
No, you nailed that one.
Yes.
But I want to.
But
Meg, as you think about, I want to. One part that I want to allude to is you have said the seed will flourish depending on the ground it's planted in. I want you to think of that quickly, but I want to quickly go back to Mangaliso's vow. You said his heart is as big as he is in terms of his. I can't remember the exact word. You said it's tall or big. What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Like V is the kindest person you can ever come across,
Oh, yeah,
I
sure.
think, and I'm sure I'm not being biased. Anyone who has experienced him will know
Oh, yeah, sure.
that he has such a giving heart, and such a caring heart. He really takes time
Oh, yeah, sure.
to really care for you and know you
Uh-huh.
well enough to be able to know your areas of need. And
Yeah, sure.
yeah, I've experienced him like that ever since I've met him, in fact, and yeah, he's really got a big heart.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. No, I think I will agree with you.
You have to agree with
Yeah,
me.
no, I mean, we don't even have grounds to disagree. I mean, yeah, he's a cool guy. No, we don't want to get to that. I just wanted to kind of get your perspective, or maybe just let you expound on that. Meg, you spoke about the seed and the ground. I want you to expound on that. What did you mean?
I was trying to, in the way that I portray my intentions of what I was trying to say. I didn't want it to be far from reality. So I was just trying to get a something day to day that we are familiar with. So of which when I went to farming, farming in a sense that the intention that I wanted to bring across was that the success of our marriage will be one because we believe in and trust in God as our God, as our Savior, and as the one who institutes marriage. So He's the one who will sustain marriage, but also on top of that, it is up to the both of us. And I was just saying, I'm going to create that environment of which, if marriage is going to be planted there, that it needs to flourish. If it dies, it's because we were negligent and it didn't just naturally die. And I mean, as much as we see the stats of marriage and that, and I don't think anyone goes into marriage anticipating divorce who has divorced, so being cognizant also of that I will do my level best, as hard as I can, because I want to commit to her
sure.
for the rest of my life.
So what environment is this that you are talking about? What kind of environment? You say you want an environment.
Yeah.
What characterizes that environment?
Sure.
What is that?
Sure. Yeah, it's basically at least in a way it's love. Love. She talked about being vulnerable. Talked about laying herself down as and sacrificing.
Yeah, sure.
And love does not take advantage of
sure.
that. It does not exploit that.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It does not try to blackmail or anything. So as much as she's going to present herself as a church,
it will not capitalize on the weakness or exploit the weaknesses.
Yes, so it will be. It's just genuine love. It is caring. It is just us being us, loving her for who she is, not imposing an idea of a wife on her, but love her in her character. Appreciate, adorn her with love. I try as much to speak life to her as daily. People might say still the honeymoon. It's okay. I'm still doing it.
No, you don't have to justify yourself.
No. I get that's what we get. I intentionally say this. I intentionally say this because I want people to learn that we need to live in the moment.
Yeah, sure. And that's important.
Yes. If it's honeymoon now, it's okay.
Yeah, sure.
I could.
It's in the. You need to live there.
Yeah.
You can't anticipate trouble when there's none. Kind of. No, and I feel it. But I think for me, just to add on that, for me, I think I would add just the space to allow each other to make mistakes and learn from those mistakes, but also just allow yourself to discover yourselves even within that space. It needs to be okay when one feels this way, but they feel like they've grown from this way and they're becoming this person. That environment needs to kind of allow that. Yeah,
and I also I think I said it in part of my vows that I'll be a cheerleader, which I think as I was speaking I was expounding on what that environment also looks like.
No, I think I've enjoyed my time with you guys. I wish I could have shared more, but I think that's kind of enough to give you guys a picture of how the M&M wedding went like, and I think this I did come to you at the end and say, guys, how was your day, very briefly, and this is what they had to say at the end. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of You Plug exclusive with the Vans. We are celebrating their weddings. Niababona guys, baba hle, abaseba hle. Guys, please man, just for the sake of this exclusive video, please man, Meg, I will start with you, my guy. How are you feeling?
Oh man, it is amazing to have this beautiful wife.
Oh yeah, sure.
It's been a beautiful day. I think it's still sinking in.
Yeah, sure.
It's still sinking in that this person now is all mine.
Oh yeah, sure, man.
But I'm very excited.
Yes. You looked a bit stressed this morning, and it looked like now everything has subsided. How are you feeling? Oh yeah, sure.
Melted away. I know this was the next question.
I'm just waiting for people to go home now. Look at them.
Oh yeah. No. People are still here. Yeah, guys, I want us to hear from Magumbi herself. So, I'm sorry, not Magumbi. No. Forgive me, Mavena.
Magumbi Vena.
Yes, Magumbi Vena. Yes, our Makoti. Yes, that's necessary. Yes, girl. Please, how are you feeling?
I am so glad that this day has finally come.
Oh yeah, sure.
No, I think I hate preparing.
Yeah.
Like, I hate details, but I'm glad that it was all for a wonderful goal. And God is really faithful.
Oh yeah, sure. Oh yeah, no, thank you very much for sharing this exclusives. Any word of advice for the singles or just fellow you pluggers, please?
No.
Do not do it. Focus on Jesus.
Yes.
No, but in all honesty, time.
Yes.
In due time, the Lord will make it happen.
Oh yeah, sure. Oh yeah, sure.
So stay strong, keep it going, and fix your eyes on Jesus.
Yes, yes. But you are fixing on your wife there. Oh yeah, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Vena, and we will hear more as we go at UPlug exclusive. Ciao.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Man, I think that was a wonderful day, man. I think I enjoyed being there and sharing the moment with you. And I mean, this video itself says that captures the joy. Man, I feel like
it captured us.
Yes.
As well. Like
Yes.
that was one moment where we were just like
Yeah.
carefree, not even worrying how we looked
Yeah,
like. We were
yeah.
just. It was after everything had happened.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You know, our everything.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, like it got captured perfectly.
And honestly, without any biasness, if I may say, that was the best wedding I've attended. it was my favorite. I enjoyed each and every moment of it.
Yeah, sure.
I was just happy. Not
Man, I wish these people could have seen you. I wish you players could have seen. This guy was dancing. He was everywhere.
He did the voice,
Man, you could literally see how this guy was so excited. But also, I think also the relief that it's now done. No more planning.
Yeah.
Now you're going to break the fast.
Hey.
Now you're going to all of them.
You must edit a church organ that part.
Yes, I think now all these things has come to finish. Now you can for sure it all.
Can worship in spirit and in truth.
Yes. So guys, thank you very much for joining us. I hope you guys you have enjoyed this wonderful episode. I am coming again with them as my guest, and I will be taking you through their Mabo celebration as we do the second part of and I hope you guys will enjoy that.
And what's after Mabo?
The honeymoon. The honeymoon. Content loaded. We need to explore this love thing because we're all about love at UPlug. And we hope that you guys have enjoyed it. So thank you very much. If you have questions, if you have anything that you need to ask from them, please slide in those questions. When we're done with this series, we will then come together and respond to those. We'll dedicate an episode to responding to those questions. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for tuning with us. From myself, from Meg, from Mengs, remain plugged. Ciao.
This production was brought to you by Imago Dei Media.